Happy 8th of the 8th, everyone. It's the only one of the only days of the year we get to all be friends and not argue over the calendar and days.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's also known as Lionsgate
What's that mean?
Infinite. It's a double infinity portal of manifestation. So go ahead and make some good wishes for yourself today.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Let's get cracking.
Crack it.
Cracking. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of NFT Hunters with myself, Crisps.
And I'm Shining Wizard.
We're very, very happy to have you today with us. We've got quite a full schedule today. You know, a lot's been going on in the last 2 weeks. So just a quick bit about us. We're just two dudes surfing the web, you know, just surfing the web, looking at pictures.
We're just two guys and we're having a good time.
We're just having a cracking old time.
Yeah. So that's kind of what this Fantom Watch NFT Hunters is about. Is we just want to interact with you guys. We don't know all the alpha. We're going to check out some projects, and we encourage the listeners to pitch in with fill in the gaps and shill us something that might have fallen under our radar.
Exactly that. We've had a lot going on in the last 2 weeks. Lots of mints, lots of mint outs, lots of upcoming stuff. You know, we're keeping this show kind of bi-monthly, every other week for now. But I mean, so much has gone on. So much has gone.
Like what?
What has gone on? So, first of all, let's talk about Cosmic Friends, shall we?
Ooh, that was a super fast mint out, as expected.
As expected. What was it? 10 seconds?
I couldn't count. I was just watching that bar.
Yeah, instant sellout, and I mean, what quality pieces as well. Like, then it was on Fantom and Avalanche, I believe. And yeah, just we've been looking forward to that for a long time. So really nice to get it sell out.
And once the collection came out, I was just so obsessed, and everybody got obsessed, and we were just loving the art, loving the traits, and probably most everybody was hitting that second hand pretty damn hard.
Exactly. Shall we take a quick peek?
Let us peek.
This, for those watching, here's Cosmic Friends. I'm sure everyone knows about it. It's absolutely huge. Like, did so well. Look at these. These are so cool. Make absolute perfect profile picture. Like the colors, the assets, it just pops. Like the backgrounds. Like, look at these backgrounds. Absolutely beautiful work.
Yeah, she killed it. It was everything we hoped it'd be and more.
Yeah, absolutely was. And what else minted out? We had Tiny Daemons. That was a huge mint. It was 10,000 pieces across, here we go, Fantom, Avalanche, Ethereum, etc. Optimism. There were others.
Ethereum.
Yeah. Wicked team behind the.
That was super fun. Matic. Yep, that was a super fun mint. They look cool as hell, and super cool team. And great job with the Web3 work. All that. They have their own website where you can do the traversing and other things. I think what they're working on now is the secondhand marketplaces, and so I'm definitely hodling mine.
They're a team who are just constantly working. Like, I speak to Lucky quite a bit, and he is such a good, hard-working guy. Like, he's constantly like, yo, I got this idea, it's coming up. I got this idea, it's coming up. I don't know anyone else who is like putting in the grind as he does. Like, and Arcane, they're just really good guys. Like, I think there's only 2-3 of them, and like the work they do with the contract stuff, like zero layer stuff, it all goes over my head. But
yeah. So what, they have 3 collections, right? They have the Bit Demons, they have
Damon Punks.
Damon Punks, yep.
And Tiny Damons, and there's a few others he's worked on in the past. Some proper OG collections. FTM Brew, I think, was lucky as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome guy. But anyway, we'll dig into that more in the future, I'm sure. What else is minted?
Sewer Rats, Selic, and Cool Kids. Those were super cool, and they dropped the alpha that they will be used as currency for upcoming auctions. Whoop, whoop.
We need sound effects, don't we?
Alpha alert! Yep. For sure. So you might want to scoop up a few of those, because there's no way that those aren't going to blow up in value.
Really cool idea. I really like that idea of using the actual NFT as a currency to bid and trade, and yeah, wicked idea.
Do you know who's done that recently?
Tell me.
Cloudheads on AVAX used masochists, paint huffing degenerates for an auction, and they had a severe spike on their floor.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep, that was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I guess.
Very cool. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, we need to see more of that, I think. It's a good way of incentivizing secondary markets, reminding people, hey, this collection exists, it's a great collection, use it.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And then,
all right. And Bit Shadows, those are minting, and their mint started what? August 3rd, about 5 days ago?
Yeah. Oh, how good are they?
Oh, man. So almost halfway minted on Ethereum. Man, I can't even say all the things about those guys. There is so much alpha. I wonder if there's anybody that could give us a hand today with that.
Spoiler for later. Maybe we'll gloss over and come back around later on.
Okay. Indeed. But super proud of those guys. Legendary art. Love all the legendaries, and they just look amazing, and they are crushing it on Ethereum. They could really put Fantom on the map. So tremendous work from those guys.
Absolutely amazing. Like what they're doing, they've got a 10K piece collection on Ethereum, and they're like OG Fantom artists. And like to do that well on Ethereum, something which is so hard to break into is incredible. And everything about it, the marketing's incredible. Like the foil packs is so cool. It's just so original and kind of nostalgic in a way. Like it reminds me of opening up Pokemon cards, which I guess is what NFTs are in a sense, or at least some people view them that way. Yeah. Really.
Yeah, they're hitting us right in the 90s, and they're doing it so nicely. So
absolutely, and I'm very much looking forward to speaking to Limit later.
That's a secret.
He'll be popping in later. What?
That's right. Limitbreak will be on the show today. His computer's breaking, so he's got to run to Melbourne real quick to go grab a new laptop. Nah, I'm here. Of course, he's here, and you'll be hearing his luscious pipes later.
Bring it on. So, I mean, that is a lot of recap over the last 2 weeks. I mean, this space moves so fast, and yeah, it's just.
Yeah, that was only 4 projects. Those were 4 that we had to talk about, and I'm sure there's plenty of stuff we missed. Is there anything that is minted in the last 2 weeks that we should have talked about? Uh-oh. Chronic is doing something different with his luscious pipes.
Singing.
All right.
What have we got upcoming. Let's talk about upcoming mints.
All right.
Head
Got
on.
American Gothic.
Yeah, by Chronic. He's in the chat. It's looking good. I'm very excited for that. Is that in September? I believe. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. So we've got
Boom.
250 supply. That is a small supply. And look at this lovely, lovely gift put together of what's coming. These characters scare the absolute shit out of me. And I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I believe he said that his medium is photo manipulation and stuff like that. So very interesting stuff.
Very talented dude. And it's coming out on September the 18th. Absolutely can't wait for that. It's, yeah, going to do well. And yeah, Chronic's a very cool guy.
Very nice. And then next up, we got the Bit Witches.
Here we go. I believe there's a countdown here. Look at this. Looking very nice. 3 days, 1 hour, 44 minutes, 24 seconds.
Yep, 467 supply split between Fantom and AVAX.
And would I be right in saying there's a free mint if you hold a Bitwitches banner?
What?
I think I might be right. And if I'm not, I apologize. But that is a good incentive. If you don't already hold one, go get yourself a Bitwitches banner.
Dope.
Yeah, very excited for that. Zoe's a fantastic artist, and we'll be seeing a little bit more of her later on as well as the show goes on.
Yeah, they're cute AF.
They are very, very cool. What else have we got going on? We got From the Shadows track 4, is it coming out?
Oh yeah, that's right. The mixtape is resuming, and this week, August 11th, yours truly will be minting his song, and that will be track number 4 of 9. Make sure to collect all of them for street cred and super secret prizes. Meow.
Very cool. Can't wait for that. When's that? Is that this Thursday?
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, a lot going on Thursday. Look at
Yes.
that. Bit with some shadows. Very cool indeed. Okay. What else we got going on? We mentioned Anonymons last week. That's coming out on the 20th. Excited for that. Hopping
Racing
Chains.
Snails.
Racing Snails. Yeah. Tell me more.
Well, maybe we should give it a clicky click. I believe we have a game in development with those guys.
Oh, yeah. Here we are. Race to Win. So is it a racing game?
Looks like it.
Would have got that from the title.
Yeah, that was very perceptive.
Looking good.
Very nice, very nice.
The gaming side of things is, I feel like, very early days, but it's only going to get better. Like, there are some cool games at the minute. I feel like they're kind of under the radar. It's going to grow. It's going to get massive.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very excited for that.
The have you seen the Penguin Carts game?
I have not.
Dude, that is like a Mario Kart looking, like high level game designer type game. No, you should go check it out. They've got coins. They've got an OG NFT on Ethereum, and yeah, check them out. I mean, all of the artwork is like top tier. Like, it's pretty mind blowing. I hope they pull it off, and I hope it's everything it's supposed to be because it looks dope.
I want to get feasting on that. That sounds very cool indeed. I'm sure we'll come back around to that on another episode. Sounds very good. All right. Hopping Chains coming up towards the end of the month. Very excited for that. So this is a 200 supply project, 100 on Fantom, 100 on Avalanche. And what they're doing is you're having your traditional Fantom artists producing work on Avalanche and Avalanche artists on Fantom, if that makes sense. So it's a very, very fun kind of community coming together projects. Let's all be friends, let's all be happy. I absolutely can't wait for that, by the team Rockorian, and they're a wicked.
Hell yeah. I've seen some of the previews on Twitter and they're looking fantastical.
Hells yeah. And a little bit of alpha, your boy Crisps might be on there. Well, he definitely is on there, I know I am.
Might be. You got to check your sources.
Yeah, I got to ask him, but what I've heard.
Well, hell yeah. I better mint that one.
And then what else we got? Cool Kid Selleck.
Yep.
This month?
I think they are diligently working on the artwork, and they dropped some alpha on a legendary, and man, you could put this stuff on your wall. It's looking fantastic, and no hurry to me to get these done, because take your time. These are special. They look amazing. And so I think they were a little kind of like, we don't know exactly sure when they're dropping. So soonish, but take your time, team.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see that. Absolutely can't wait to see that. And then like so much going on. There's always so much going on. We've got Gotham Apes in September as well. Like this is very, very cool.
Gotham Apes, they just kind of burst on the scene, at least for me. They have the looking like the crate airdrop things, and then I saw some 3D apes. They've got quite a few things going on.
Yeah, I mean, I need to do my own research, but it looks cool. It looks cool. It kind of reminds me of like the Gorillas almost, like the artwork from the Gorillas. Very cool.
All right. South in the chat has mentioned Dances whitelist mint in 10 minutes. Did I say that right?
It's not for me to say.
Dances. Dances. No clue. It's coming. Dances. All right.
There you go. Live mint coming in. Whitelist mint in 10 minutes. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed.
All
cool.
Right. And then currently minting.
Yeah, very quickly. I do have a little bit of alpha drop to me, which will be on the Fantom Watch site soon. T23, if you guys follow him on Twitter, very, very nice guy. He's got a project coming out in the next week or so. A very small one-of-one collection, kind of inside, kind of schizophrenia-esque art. It looks very cool, very lots of digital effects going on, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming up soon. I'm sure we'll be mentioning it on the next episode, but I think his plan is to launch 2 every few days, so it'll be very exclusive, kind of fun minting experience. So
cool. Is that going to be on PaintSwap?
I believe so. I need to get confirmation, but I think that's how he's doing it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very cool. Very cool indeed. All right, let's scooch on over to currently minting, shall we?
Scooching.
Of course.
Okay, we've got Evil Family. Those are on Potluck. Last I looked, they were over halfway minted out.
Very cool. Yeah, Evil
Very
Beard.
creepy.
Very cool artist. So, Evil Beard is, God, he's very, very hard worker. I think with this, Potluck are planning to do like a collect 5 and get a family portrait. Would I be right in saying that?
I believe there is something like that going on. A burn, maybe, or in addition.
Very cool, very fun minting experience. You got your collection, you got a goal to aim for. Is very, very cool. What else is going on? Bit Shadows, of course, doing incredibly well. Well, it's featured Block Party. We've not mentioned that yet. That's coming up in 2 weeks. I believe that's going to be a very fun event. We're all going to be coming together. So many projects on Fantom and Avalanche as well, I believe. Yeah, get yourself a Fantom Block Party token. Each token makes you eligible to win prizes on the night. So yeah, can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. And BitFriends is also minting now as well.
It's still minting, very good team behind that. I think today they announced if you hold 3 BitFriends, you'll get access to, I'm not sure what they're calling it, but essentially something in the works with Curse Circus. So a bad friend, as it were. Very, very cool project. Yeah, get yourself 3, and then you get airdropped to a creepy friend.
Hell yeah. All right, we have our featured artists.
Let's take a look at the featured artists. Where finding that Fantom Arts by Spotlight.
Ooh.
Very good artist. Mr. Mocket is such a fun artist. He's creating these little animal creature things.
Click on it, man. Click on it. I dare you. I checked it out earlier. I was like, oh, this is some sexy little art.
I'm talking about Mocket monsters. How cool is that?
Dude, they look fresh.
Hells yeah. This is sick stuff.
Yeah, man. Good shit.
Sick in a good way. Like a kickflip. Oh yeah. Big ups to Mr. Mocket.
Big up.
Zoe, the artist behind the Witches Oracle. Get yourself a banner, like I said. Bit Witches minting this week. Very, very talented artist.
Yep. Super cute.
Very cool art. Look at this. Look at this. Amazing eyes.
Yeah.
That wolf. Jesus.
Man, she could do calendars.
Yeah. Ah, shit. That's a good idea.
I'd buy one.
There we go, though, Zoe. Make sure you check her out on the socials. And last, but by absolute no means least, OG Bartman.
OGB. Hartman.
OGB. Look at these. Bartman.
Ooh, another deck artist.
Very cool. The world needs more skateboard art.
For
Actually,
real.
as well. How cool is that?
Let's see. Do you know anything about the next project? With this
I don't. Do you?
I don't.
Oh, we're gonna have to.
Big. We need big.
There's a new collection coming. Stage.
Hell yeah.
We'll try to get OGB on at some stage.
Yeah. Super bullish on skate art and stuff like that.
Very, very cool.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we have somebody in the bullpen. Speaking of deck artists, I don't know. I just made that term up. Is that a thing? Don't call me a deck artist, man. We've got Limitbreak representing 1/4 of the Southern Empire.
Let's go.
Okay. So, oh shit, he's here.
Hello.
Hello. The meat marbler.
Am I not supposed to be here?
I don't know. I was thinking of an introduction.
If you've got an introduction, all right. I'll disappear. I'll come back.
Okay. Stand by. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have the tramping Kiwi, the neon nightmare, the meat marbler himself, Limitbreak.
What an intro!
Thank you, my friend. What a treat.
How's it going, Limit? You all right?
Yeah, good. Just woke up, fed the pets, trying to half feed myself, and trying to drink a coffee. But listening to you guys, it's a good time.
Good morning. Thank you so
The
much.
meat marbler. Come on, South. You had to have been there. Check out Menez's track too. You'll see some meat marbling.
So,
An odd request, but it was fulfilled regardless.
Limit, congratulations so far on the Bit Shadows on Ethereum. It's doing incredibly well, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very big, ambitious project, but it's great. It's great. It's the way that we like to work. Is we like to bite off a little bit more than we can chew, and then each time our jaw gets stronger. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really cool. Like I was saying earlier on, like the way you're doing the promotions with these foil packs, and you're kind of making it fun. Like it's a fun minting experience.
Yeah, thank you. We definitely had that in mind. We know it's if you do it all kind of clinical and it's just like this stock standard kind of thing, it doesn't grab attention. And we're in the field of creativity and art, so we might as well shine it up a little bit. Come at you with a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of shiny packaging. Yeah.
Exactly. Get creative with it. So yeah, so guys, do get minting if you haven't already. Like, yeah, a lot's going to be happening, I believe. Can you tell us what's on the agenda?
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know the overarching kind of project in itself of what we're aiming towards. Obviously, we had Bit Shadows on Fantom. We're going to have Shadows on Fantom, and we've just released Bit Shadows on Ethereum. And along the same time, we've got the mixtape coming out every couple of weeks. But the end goal is having our own, you're going to cringe when I say this, I cringe every time, but our own metaverse online. And that doesn't include, like, you think of metaverse and you think of just like what Bored Ape are doing, which is like their own version of like a Fortnite world. You get to run around in it and talk to your mates, and it's like this 3D video game. That's only a small, what we really believe, that's only a small section of what the metaverse can be. So what we're doing is similar to a browser-based text game called Torn, not in subject matter, but more in construction. We're going to have, an online multimedia web-based browser experience, which basically means like you're going to log on in the morning, go to the Shadowverse website, you'll see, you'll log in with your NFTs, you'll see everything, all the progress you did the day before, and our entire world is there. Our marketplace is going to be there. Our Limits Manifest and Scepter's Chronicles are going to be there, which is like running journals of where the project is at the moment. We're going to have like news reports, meta and otherwise. And more importantly, you're going to actually be able to set up character profiles. So come in, set up your character profile, who you are, what you want your stats to be at the start, all these kind of different things. And then you're going to progress through a game. That game is going to be, for the most part, web driven. You won't be like, there will be a section that you'll be able to control an avatar, but for the most part, it's going to be web driven. So you make decisions like a pick a path book, and you choose how many stats you want to put to different things, and that gives you a higher chance of succeeding with certain missions or achieving certain goals or going on certain treasure hunts. And that's just one tiny element. At the same time, we'll have Empire FM playing, which will have artists like Shining Wizard, as you can imagine already, and Hancock, and anyone else who wants to join in, other projects who want to have an advertising spot on there, or other musicians who are in Web3 who want to have a song on there, and we'll work that out, how it the subtle nuances of it. But basically, we're building an entire world around our story, around what the shadows are, around what Shadowverse is. You'll be able to interact with it. We'll have creatives come on and write stories about certain characters, etc., etc., etc. Where I do apologize, we're still working out. Well, me personally, I'm still working out the exact pitch for what exactly that is, because it's There's not many projects. Well, there's actually at the moment there's 0 projects that are doing this. There isn't this path laid ahead of us where people can kind of connect back to. So unless you know Torn, you kind of lost it, and I need to come up with a more efficient way of describing it. But that's kind of the long and the short of it for now.
Dude, that sounds absolutely incredible. I love how easy you try and make everything for yourself.
Well, we know we're in this Web3 space, right? We know we do NFTs. We love them. Don't get us wrong. We absolutely adore Web3. We adore NFTs, but they are. It's just kind of like, I was going to say the catalyst, but they're not even the catalyst. They're just like the vehicle that we're driving that's getting us to where we need to be, and that includes all of our community as well. Like, where it's the platform that we've chosen for our media to be on, and luckily, in the Web3 is incredibly free. Like, as far as what you can do, like, the options are endless for how you can construct it. So we would be living these complicated lives regardless. It's just a little bit easier with Web3.
It's honestly amazing. I've just noticed this pinky thing on your website. I've got your website up here. Everyone, look, that's big. So many little shout outs I didn't notice when I was on it last week. Very cool. Yeah, that is absolutely very cool.
Yes. Scepter is an absolute whiz when it comes to crafting up websites. To have someone who obviously is very artistically skilled, and also a very talented dev at the same time, the websites you're going to produce are just going to be bananas. And he has done it. He's made it so damn cool, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So Big asks, what's the timeline looking like for the Web3 game?
All right. So we've got Ethereum Bit Shadows that are minting at the moment, and then and then we've got the mixtape, which is going to be coming out every 2 weeks. 4th track on the 11th. Sorry, I'm just giving a little bit of a synopsis, and then we're going to be all good, and then we're going to having Shadows on Fantom before the end of the year. For the most part, Big, we want to have a playable version before the end of the year, and that will grow. So you'll click on, you'll go to the website, you're going to be able to write up your bio, create your character, and then start earning. We don't know exactly what the exact name still to be confirmed, but start earning like energy points or battle points or something like that by just like logging in and completing a couple of tasks. So like a playable beginning of what we're building will be ready before the end of the year, definitely. Scepter is traveling to me here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, I think in November. So fingers crossed before then. And then we can work together and carry on in person as well.
That is so cool. Yeah, we are all absolutely very hyped for this.
Thank you.
I'd love to ask about like marketing stuff. Like Ethereum is just such a difficult chain to kind of penetrate, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there's just such a massive market. Are you able to talk a little bit about your marketing plans, what you got going on, Bit Shadows, marketing, that sort of thing?
Of course. So, that has proven to be the hardest, most difficult part of the entire project. The art, the dev, the website, maintaining community we have, that all is incredibly easy compared to marketing towards new people on Ethereum. As we know, for the most part, Ethereum it's got this hype culture. So you either have an influencer or you're part of a project that has succeeded before, or you have enough money to pay for a huge marketing team.
Yeah.
That's one of the fail-safe ways to flourish or to succeed, and that's not even guaranteed in itself. So for a team like us who are basically unknown on Ethereum, we don't buy into any of that hype stuff about, you buy bots for your Discord to make you look big, or you buy bots for the Twitter account to make yourself look big. We don't buy into any of that. So we actually already had the odds stacked against us. As far as marketing goes, Arcane and Tossico did most of the reach out, and myself. We search high and low just for other projects. we had a list. The first list we had was over 100 Ethereum projects, and we reached out to every single one of them. And out of that 100, I think 10 got back to us. And out of that 10, only a handful actually kind of worked out to be a positive experience. We, yeah, we know that for the most part, our mint has been minted out by Fantom people, and our heart is so full because of that. And we will do everything we can in our power to get the rest minted out by whoever wants it, but for the most part, Ethereum people, so we can grow on that platform. So, these other people's, their investments can be more solid. What we're doing as far as marketing goes from this point onwards, it's stage 2. Stage 1 was relatively the same as what we're going to be doing now, but it was a lot of outreach being a new project. Now we have a product on Ethereum, and we've proven to sell over 40% of it. We now have something to give to these people in real time that's tangible. So they can go look at the website, they can mint, they can come look at the Discord, everything's there ready for them. So we're going to carry on with that outreach kind of thing. But we've actually, one of the biggest things, and I employ anyone who is on Fantom who wants to get across to Ethereum or to Solana, is there's a group called Ape Spaces. So they have their own project called Apes Together Strong. They have got a situation going on for new projects that I haven't seen before, and they share that community mindset where it's about sharing rather than just paying money. So we've done 4 spaces with them so far. They have these, I think they're 6-hour long spaces.
Yeah.
And they run 5 days a week, and you can get on multiple times, and they just it's your 10-minute slot to just shill your project. We've done it 4 times already, and every time obviously we get more comfortable, and we develop these relationships with the hosts and stuff like that. And what we've found is that's been the biggest kind of pull from Ethereum for us, getting new people in, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the tip of the iceberg. So we're going to carry on with them. We've lined up a whole bunch of talks and AMAs and Twitter Spaces with other projects coming up in the next couple of weeks, and that's it for marketing. For the most part, that's it. We've got other ideas in play as far as getting eyes onto us. But did you hear that?
Was that a wolf?
That was my dog. She's only little as well. Yeah, she's a funny one. She's old. Yeah, so we've got some strategies in play. I can't talk too deeply about them because they just either sound weird or we haven't finalized them yet with whoever they're with. But we're just pushing. We're pushing as hard as we can. There wasn't much of a break after we minted because we knew that we had to get straight into stage 2. We don't want to lose that traction. The community's been so responsive, and we've got so many awesome new people in our Discord to go along with all the OGs, and it's been a really good time. It's been super positive, super optimistic, and I really feel like this is going to be my favorite point in the collection or in the project in itself, my favorite timeline, because this is when we build with purpose rather than just building and yelling into the darkness. You know what I mean? We've got something now.
That's it. It sounds like you guys are so on it, but yeah, I feel so many times with Ethereum projects is kind of hype for 5 minutes and then it's done. And it's you guys aren't doing that. It's a steady build. It's a steady kind of climb. I think with Bit Shadows, with all the work you put in, with other projects and stuff, it kind of let the art speak for itself and some. You're going above and beyond what a lot of people would do. It's very inspiring.
Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. We don't know any other way to work. Scepter and I, and same with Tosco and AK. But as far as being creatives go, Scepter and I have always worked like this. It's not incredibly healthy, but it's all we want to do. It gets the job done, and we get to have an opportunity to produce things at a rate that is I don't know, like it's beneficial as far as getting a project done, but there is so much work, and we've learned that we need to have a minute to ourselves to become a lot more, I don't know, creatively infinite in a more free space, and that's what we've produced now. Where the mint has started. I don't know what I'm trying to say, man. I'm just saying there's a lot of work, and we're getting it done as fast as possible.
You're killing the game. Let me ask you, if it's not too personal, how do you deal with burnout?
I'm very, very good at burning out. I burn out all the time, and that's not to say that I'm not having proper burnouts, but I I I've had a lot of times in my life where it's been so bad I can't do anything. Like I just have to lie on the couch. Like my brain's just
Yeah.
kind of dead because of the burnout.
Yeah.
So what I generally do is I can kind of see it coming on. I'll take an hour off here and there just to chill out, just to get some nature time. Um, but sleep, exercise, and diet are number one for burnout. So if I have a minute to myself, that's great, and then I can go do a workout, or I can go for a walk or a run, and I have a nice big feed and get the good nutrition, and then I have an early night. Generally, that holds off the burnout for another couple of days.
Yeah, I'm just taking notes there. I think that's a question a lot of artists kind of want to know, because honestly, like from what I've seen, you guys, like you and Septa, are just like dreaming non-stop in your Discord server. It's amazing.
Yeah, we need to get back on that. We haven't streamed since the mint, and I'm a little bit embarrassed about that. I just needed some time to, like, I've been these last few days since we minted, I've been having half days, so
Mm.
I'll spend some good time like making lunch, and then I'll get back to work, and then I'll go for a walk with the dog, and then I'll get back to work. Where normally it would have been just from as soon as I wake up to like 1 in the morning, it just would have been work that entire time. So I've been having these half days, and they've been really good to like take the pressure off. But I should get back to streaming. I've actually started drawing up all of Shining Wizard's attributes for his mixtape art. So maybe I'll do some of that in the next couple of days.
Very cool.
Wow.
With it.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see where you guys are in a year. Like it's going to be a crazy landscape.
Thanks, man. We'll be creating. I know that for sure.
Yeah, you will have built a ton of shit too.
It's funny. It's funny to think about that because we think about how much we've built in 6 months, right? Since we originally launched the Bit Shadows, and
Mhm.
it feels like to me personally, it's not that much work. I'm like, what have we been doing? We've just been twiddling our thumbs. But and I'm like, if that's 6 months, what's going to happen in a year? Are we going to have as much progress as we want? But I guess I'm not seeing the forest for the trees. And now that we've got the foundation laid out, we can build as high as we want.
Yeah, I mean, you got the marketing, you have the Discord, you have a lot of other less creative things that you have to build. And so, once you have that established, you can just keep going full force into art.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Especially with this multimedia browser experience, that's going to take a lot of creativity, not only visually, like drawing it illustration wise, but just coming up with the subtle way it should be operating. You know what I mean? Like what colors should we be using, have the layout, what happens when you click this, what's going on here. There's a lot of balancing to be coming up, and I think that's going to take a bit of time. Just so we want the experience to be flawless. We want it to be enjoyable. We don't want it to be, I don't know, a chore.
Right, right. You guys' attention to detail is what really sets you apart. So,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
no problem.
we've got a lot coming up. It's gonna be a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm honestly like, I'm fanboying quite a bit right now, but like, it's really inspiring for artists on Fantom to see what you guys are doing, like how big of a reach you're getting, how blah 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 blah. I'm going on, but yeah, just well done to you and the
Thank
team.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Couldn't have done it without Tossico and AK. Those guys, the guys holding it down for us, and just as important, couldn't do it without the community. Like I've been saying to Shining Wizard, he's been in our Discord or he's part of Southern Empire family as it is, but like he's been in the Discord all day, every day, just talking about his own bit shadows and other people's bit shadows and just fun things and like trait hunting. And it's because of people like that that new people come in and go, oh, yo, there's people who care about the project in here, and that's the ticket right there. That's the key. Is these new people need to come in to see an active community. Like, and I'm not saying anyone in our community needs to be active. We are as the founders, we need to be active. But it's really because of community members that we've had the success we have. Nothing else. Like we can create all day, every day. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. If no one likes it or the community doesn't resonate with it, we'll always fail. But luckily, people are into what we're doing, and we'll try and do our best to make sure that all their investments are worthwhile.
That's the thing. I think you guys are hitting like a kind of holy trinity of Web3. Like you've got good art, you've got a great community who are just like so involved, and then you got like the potential for additional reach. Like it's like what's on the pipeline and stuff is just huge, and it's only going to get bigger with time.
Thank you, dude. Well,
Yeah.
the reach is going to be the hardest part. I've said it a million times. Doesn't matter how many eyes. I mean, how good your art is. If you don't have the eyes on you, no one really cares, and you can't really gain any traction. But that's number one in our books: is look after our community, and then harbor the outreach for new people to come in and see what we've got going on. And that's what I really like about the Mint, and that's what I want people to kind of view it as, is these are tickets into the Southern Empire. You don't have to buy one to be part of what we've got going on. The Discord will always be open, but you'll have access to new things and extra content if you do want to buy a ticket into it. So now we have 10,000 availabilities for people to come and buy those tickets. 4,000 have been taken up already, 6,000 to go, and I think we're going to find that in the future that 6,000 number is going to pale in comparison to the potential of what these Web3 projects could be doing.
Absolutely.
So, have we dropped anything about BitClowns today?
Oh, yeah, the clowns.
Shadows Clowns. Is that the official name of the collection? Shadows Clowns?
I think it's just Bit Shadows Clowns with a Z.
Bit Shadows. Okay. On Tofu, they're B Clowns. So.
Oh, Tofu the bee clowns?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
Not your tofu.
Right.
Not your tofu.
Not my tofu. The other tofu. The web tofu. Yeah, so the Bit Shadow Clowns, they were it was a mini collection that we did for Curse Circus for certain people who held NFTs from their most recent mint. Yeah, that's right. South has got a sick one. They had a recent mint, and if the cause of death, it was part of the metadata. If the cause of death was an arcade robbery, that was connected to Southern Empire and to Retro, which is one of the villains from the Bit Shadows. And then you would get access to being airdropped one of the Bit Shadow clowns. And then they said it was all good, and we could make a couple extra, and we divide them up again amongst our community. So I think we've airdropped, I don't know, a couple of hundred by now. And yeah, so if you haven't checked, go check your wallet. If you were holding one of the Bit Shadows and you had to register your address and the account that you were holding one of your Bit Shadows in, you had to do that, and then you got airdropped one of the clowns. But we have realized that there was a bunch of people who didn't verify, so we're handing them out regardless. So we're just getting a list of addresses. So if you didn't register and you're holding a Bit Shadow and you've been holding a Bit Shadow for a while, borrow one of mine or Scepter's, open up a ticket and say that I told you could do it, and we'll we'll get one of those clowns to you. And there's only a tiny supply. There's only 300. So when they're gone, they're gone.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Got you. NFT Key has you at 129 pieces.
Yeah, so that's how many exist at the moment.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. That's how many wallets verified.
Very cool.
I'm trying to find mine because I love it a lot.
Are they? They're on NFT Key now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on NFT Key. Yeah.
All right.
Big's up.
And what about one? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, Big just asked me what my spirit animal is in the chat.
Pink wolf.
A big pink wolf. Yes, please. Now I've always resonated with like whenever people ask Big, like grizzly bear. I know that's a pretty stock standard answer, but I like to think of that like, you know, for the most part they just wander around and scratch a tree and eat some food and look after their families, and then like when shit gets real they can like tear your face off. I feel maybe I'm talking more about my temperament rather than my physical prowess. But yeah, like if someone pisses me off, like in the real world on Web3, I don't care at all. But in the real world, like I'll flip on a dime and I'll be like, get out of here. Yeah.
So, what else was going on with the collector? I know that was a 1/1 auction piece, but did you say something else was going on with those? Or
Ooh.
those getting dropped
Yeah.
to mixtape collectors?
Well, yeah. Well, you're you're ahead of the curve with that one. So the collector is already the number one out of 300 of the last mixtape track 10. So he occupies that space on NFT Key at the moment, right? And within the collection, number one of the last 300, which is track 10. The collector. Okay, I'm going to give this a little bit of alpha. No one really knows this at the moment. The
Sorry about
collector.
that.
No. I like it. I like
Okay.
sneaking out bits of alpha to different little clicks, you know?
Okay.
So the collector himself, he is one of the shadows. He's one of the ancients. So he's not part of the new crew. He's not part of the call. So the call is the ancients put out to the people of the world, and they came and traveled to the Southern Empire and became shadows, right? He's one of the old ones. He's been wandering around and he's obsessed with collecting things, hence the name. He's a bit of a hoarder and he knows treasures, you know what I mean? One day he came across a unique artifact. I won't say exactly what it is or what it does, but he came across it. And when he opened it and when he clicked a few buttons and stuff like that, this portal opened up and this new race came out. So they kind of just like a genie out of a bottle. They just came out of the ether and just like laid out in front of him. And this race is what's going to be completely connected to the PFP collection that's coming at the end of the mixtape. So this is a brand new thing. So as you've seen, the mixtapes from this point have the tape in the middle, and then they've got four corners, and they've got the bass and all these different things. But for the most part, it's just a tape, right? It's not a PFP collection. It's visually stimulating because we've got a whole lot of different kind of attributes in there, but it's not as leaning towards that PFP vibe that we know everyone loves. So we had to think about it, and we're like, okay, cool. We'll create a PFP collection for the last part. It's going to be this new race. That's going to be one of the main races within Southern Empire, and they'll be in the comics, they'll be in the stories, they'll be on the online kind of game, all that kind of stuff, and that's coming at the end. So you can only acquire one of those if you hold every single mixtape. And then we're going to have, we'll be playing around with a very unique structure for how people can catch up. So obviously, if you get track 8 and 9 and you want the first 7, you're going to have to go on secondary and buy all the first 7. Whatever those prices will be, we're not entirely sure because that's up to the people selling them. But we want to have a different access to the last one. So we're coming up with a new, I'm not going to say burning, we're going to call it something else. We're coming up with a new collecting trade kind of structure where a couple more extra people can have access to this very last special collection to round off the mixtape. And that's what the collector's to do with. Collector's kind of like he's their Willy Wonka to the Oompa Loompas, you know what I mean? Like he's not controlling them as per se, he's just helping them facilitate whatever.
So cool.
Yeah.
Is this race malevolent? Did I say that right?
Oh, in a way, I think for the most part, like character wise, personality wise, they're gonna not seem very malevolent. They're gonna seem cheeky and a little bit like on a different plane almost. Yeah.
Maybe they're called tweeners in wrestling. Maybe they're helpful sometimes. Maybe they get in the way and they're bad sometimes.
Yeah,
Tweeners.
absolutely. Tweeners. In betweeners, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in betweeners. Yeah, the tweeners. Yeah. Um, not to be
Alpha is
mistaken with
created on the
tweens.
show.
Not to be mistaken with tweens. These are tweeners, in betweeners. So they're yeah. They're extremely powerful, but yeah, they're very cheeky. They get in the way sometimes, but for the most part, they help the collector.
All right. I have to keep my lips closed because I think I know.
Yeah. That's all right. No. I like a little bit of secret alpha coming out.
Well, maybe in the ETH bit shadows, you might see one. I don't know.
Ooh, there you go.
There you go. Maybe they've been here all along. I don't know.
Ooh. Maybe they're on the mixtape website.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry if I purged a little too much alpha.
No, that's fine. No. This is how we like to do it anyway. Like, rather than just release the information, if people can ask in different facets of our community, and then we can explain a little bit, and then everyone can kind of piece those pieces together, get a little bit of alpha going on.
Well, that is another good reason to collect these mixtapes. You get the art, and Lord knows how else they will fit in the Shadowverse, but this is the Genesis, the first mixtape collection.
Yep, that's it. And we're so proud to have you part of it, my dude. And your turn's coming up in a couple of days.
Better watch out. Watch those ears. Yeah, this is going to be it was a fun track. It was so much fun. As soon as I hopped on the Roundtable Discord, my brain went nuts. I just immediately wrote a song. I was just like, maybe we'll talk about it more on the mint party and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
please.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to deep diving into that kind of information for you.
Yeah.
And it's a good example. It's a good metaphor for how we want and how we're planning for Southern Empire to be. Is like this with this mixtape, we had the idea, and then we started reaching out to some people, and then obviously we came across Shining Wizard, and we talked, and it fit perfectly. And he's part of the team now. He's part of the family. This is the experience we want for all of Southern Empire. Like we know, Scepter and I know there is no chance we can be successful on our own. You always need people who are experts in their fields. You know what I mean? So to have a crew of people who can help you create something amazing is such an amazing experience in itself. Like we're so thankful. And Shining Wizard, you're a big part of that, dude. You proved it to us. Well, we proved it to the project that including people only adds to your power. You know what I mean? So thank you for being a part of that, bro.
Oh yeah, man. This is the Shadowverse is a artistic playground for all mediums. So much fun.
Yeah, I hope. Oh, sorry, Crisps.
No. I'm completely agreeing.
Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, we want to facilitate that for the project nonstop. We never want to lose that. Is the ability to work with people and let them be creatively free. Like there are so many stories to be told with the Shadowverse, with all our characters and all our lore. I'd love for people to come across and take part in that. You know what I mean?
For sure. I know you've shared a lot of stuff with us today. Is there anything else you'd like to mention at all? Any shout outs, anything like that?
So we've got the art competition.
Oh, plug it.
Yeah. So we've got the art competition. So we had a hell of a good time with the Bit Shadows art competition earlier on in the year after we released the collection. And we've been asked a million times by people, are you going to do one for the Ethereum one? And the only thing is we just had to wait for the collection to start minting, so you could at least see a few of them and then look through and pick which one you want to use for your own artwork. So there's huge prizes. It's going to be judged by a panel of judges. Last time it was just done on, it was community judged, so there was like clicks on emojis, but we found that was good, and for the most part it worked, but we found like some people inflated their votes just because they were popular on Twitter or popular within their own kind of community, which is great. That's part of your success, is always how you resonate with other people. But instead we thought this time we'd do it through a panel of judges. So you go onto the Ethereum, you can pick any of the bit shadows, doesn't matter if you own it or not, because you're just obviously tributing it, and draw it in your own style, draw it in your own way. And then you've got 2 weeks to get it done, or just 1 day shy of 2 weeks now. And then we enter them in, and then the judges have a few days to decide and vote. And then we will be having the winner announced during track 5. Track 5? Yeah, during track 5. And we'll also have the opportunity for anyone who entered to live auction off their piece.
Nice. That is so cool.
It's going to be a big day. We're going to have a mint. We're going to have a mini auction, and we're going to announce the winners on that party. But yeah, that's what's coming up for us.
That is very cool indeed. Make sure you get involved in that, guys. Cool. Right. I think that might be us for this week. Thank you so much for your time today and joining us. It's a pleasure to talk to you and hear about what's coming up, what's happened, like your story, and it's absolutely inspiring. I know I've said it already, but thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. Like, it's everyone else in this space, you know what I mean? We're just doing what we would normally do, and to do it alongside of people like yourself and everyone else in this community, that's the ticket right there. We're in such a positive environment to create, so why not?
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man. Cool.
All good.
Thanks for stopping by.
All good. Swizzard, Crisps, big love. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Have a good day.
Peace.
Later, bro.
Nice one. All right, and that is us for another episode of NFT Hunters. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us this week. It was a lot of fun. We've just over an hour, so it's a long one. Make sure you message us any alpha stuff you want to share with everyone, any upcoming mints, what you're excited about, what you're looking out for. Do let us know on the socials. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, please do. Please do. This is our, as in the community show. This isn't just us blabbing about what we care about. This is a team effort. So hit us up with what's on your brain, because we want to hear it.
Yes, we do. All right. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.